right, welcome back to Ghoulin Around, where we talk about everything horror. So me and Mom are here today. We're going to do a little quick review. So remember this big box set of 200 movies that I got a while ago, and I did a review on disc 1. Well, I stopped because Mom started watching disc 1, so now we can do them together. So now that she finally went through disc 1, we're going to do a little review together. And
so it's going to be 4 movies that we're going to be reviewing.
Yep. Old movies.
Yeah, old movies. So they're nothing spectacular so far.
No.
So far.
And so I'll just give like a little quick overview of like what I thought, since I've already done this, but then Mom can at least give her insight on what she thought too. So the first movie off of the disc 1 was called Crucible of Horror, made in 1970. And this movie was kind of like, it was like a father that was very abusive that died. And then they were trying...
They thought that he died. I'm not
quite sure what happened.
What happened?
Or they killed him. They thought they killed him.
They thought they killed him. They tried to drug him. And they thought they killed him.
Yeah.
And then he did some stuff and made it seem like somebody was messing around with his body. And then at the end he was back and they were all scared of him.
The very end of the movie, they're all back at the dinner table like nothing happened. So I have no idea what happened throughout this movie. And
it skipped a lot too. I mean, it was kind of jumpy on really what was going on. I mean, I couldn't figure anything out.
No, this movie was really weird. I think I said about the same thing when I did my review, is a lot of these movies I don't recommend going out and buying them or finding them unless somebody has them and wants to loan them to you so you can watch them. But this is one that I would not go out of my way to watch.
No. It wasn't really even a horror movie. It was more of a murder mystery.
Well, it was horror because they kept going in the room and he'd be in a different spot. So then it was
I know, it was really weird. But nothing came out of it.
No.
They went through all this and nothing came out of it.
No. It was, the ending just got me because I was like... Did this even happen? Or were they dreaming this or what?
Yeah, I have no idea. It was weird.
Yeah, it was. So, would you have gone out of your way to watch this movie?
No. No, I would not have gone out of my way to watch this one.
No, yeah. A lot of these movies, unfortunately, as we go through these discs, because I'm already on disc 3, so we'll go through our by disc, but a lot of these movies, I'm just no. So the second movie that was on that disc was Double Exposure.
That one was fairly decent for after watching the other one.
Well, this one was also made in 1983, so it was a little bit newer. So it was in the 80s.
Okay.
And I actually really enjoyed this movie.
It was not really a horror either. It was more of a mystery type of...
it was a thriller.
It was a thriller, yeah. But, yeah, I enjoyed this one a whole lot more than I enjoyed any of them on that disc.
So this one, it's pretty much the basis of it is there's a photographer and he goes out and he shoots these women and takes pictures of them, and then he dreams about brutally murdering them.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up and he watches the news and these people were brutally murdered the same way he dreamt about.
Yeah.
So he starts going crazy thinking that he's killing these people, and it's not him.
Yeah.
But we won't spoil what it was, because this one was actually, you should watch.
Yeah.
So it was pretty interesting.
It's kind of twisted at the end.
It was very twisted. I wasn't expecting it.
No, I wasn't either. I was actually expecting him to be the killer, because he was the only one that was on the shoot, other than the ones that he was taking pictures
the models.
Besides the models. So it couldn't have been an assistant, because that's what I was thinking. Maybe he's got an assistant that's following him around, but he didn't. So
Yeah, it was quite interesting. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the guy that played him. That was just going crazy.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job, really getting into that role.
Yeah, because like towards the end there, where he's like just screaming and yelling at himself, like he was going crazy.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah. So this one, if you can find it and can go out of your way to watch it, I would, and that is Double Exposure.
Yeah.
Watch it. It is actually really good. I enjoyed it. The third film, Horror Rises from the Tomb, 1973.
Woo!
Yeah, this one was bad.
That one was bad in all aspects. The sound did not line up with the people's lips. It was very jumpy. You couldn't figure out what was going on.
The costumes were
horrible. I still don't really even know what it was about.
I was just going to ask you, like, what was the premise? Because I don't know. It was weird.
Awful all the way around. There's not really anything else to say about that one. It had to do with, I guess, a couple of witches that had been killed back when, and they
were haunting this place.
Yeah, something. And they took over people by mind control of some sort and made them do stuff that they needed them to do so they could try to bring themselves back or something. I think that might be what it was. It was horrible all the way around.
So I have my little guide here that tells me all the movies. So I'll give the description that it gave, since we can't really give one. It says, a gentleman and his friends arrive at his family's ancient estate for some fun and relaxation. What the group finds instead is terror and bloodthirsty killings, all as a result of a family curse. I really don't remember any bloody killings.
So it was a family curse.
Yeah.
I didn't get that out of the movie.
The decapitated head of the gentleman's ancestor is forcing the guests to act out the horrifying plans it is hypnotically sending them to.
I don't know. Kind of mind control, but it was really choppy. It was
bad.
I actually didn't expect this one to be in color, just because it looks like one of those movies that should have been done
It should have been done in black and white.
Yeah, and it just looks...
It looks like crap.
Looks like crap.
They tried to make like the color, like the glow around the people. Did you see that? That was weird. That was really weird. I did not like the way they did this at all.
No, everything about it was really bad.
I don't even think I paid attention that much, because I was just I couldn't.
I couldn't pay too much attention to it, because I was just like, I actually think I listened to it more than I really watched it, because it didn't all line up, and it was just, I can't watch movies like that. So I actually was more listening to it than anything, and I would glance up once in a while and see.
Yeah,
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, so we don't recommend that one either.
No. Definitely do not recommend that one at all.
So the last one on the disc was the Dungeon of Harrow.
Oh, another pretty bad one.
Yeah, this one
I don't think this one was quite as bad as...
This one actually kept my attention. Like, I actually did watch it. But it was really jumpy.
It was very jumpy. By the time you get to the end, they tell you what's going on, or not really tell you what's going on, but kind of explains a lot of it, but you would have never seen that coming because it was so jumpy.
Yeah. Like, it was this, what was it, like a pirate ship or something that ended up on a
ship? It was a ship that ended
up on an island, and like they have this like really nice castle, and the guy ends up wanting to stay or something. I can't remember.
I don't even know. It was just really it was really weird, a lot of it, and it jumped so much that you really couldn't figure out what he was trying to do.
Yeah. And it was a little weird. And then at the very end, you find out that it's like a colony of lepers.
Yeah.
That's living on the island. So then I think the captain ends up being sick and staying there, doesn't he?
I think the captain died.
Captain died, and then it was what his crewmate that stayed.
I think it was one of the passengers that was on the ship.
Yeah, one of them stayed on the island because he married one of the girls.
Yeah. But
then, of course, he gets leprosy, so...
Yeah.
And then at the very end, it shows them kind of nasty looking.
Yeah.
I guess they're lepers.
Yeah, it was really kind of weird. I mean...
It was just really jumpy. Like, I think if, like, it wasn't so jumpy, it would have been really good.
It would have been a really good plot and everything with it if it wasn't so jumpy. But because it was so jumpy, you didn't figure out anything. I mean, nothing made sense of... like anything.
Yeah, it was just like I remember watching like the ship, and then all of a sudden they're on the island, and then all of a sudden like the count of the castles like being weird, and I was just like, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Yeah. And then by the end, like you figure it out, but like it was just too jumpy.
Yeah.
Recommend this one?
No.
No.
Do not recommend this one. I mean, if you like things, that you can try to figure out, good luck.
Yeah. Well, we gave it all away anyway.
Yeah.
But, so, the only one I would really recommend off of this whole disc would be Double Exposure.
Double Exposure.
That one was really good. Unless you have, like, somebody who has, like, a big collection set of, like, old movies, that would be worth watching, but... Otherwise, I wouldn't really recommend any other ones. Yeah,
I wouldn't either.
And so there's, in the collection set that I have, there's 50 discs. And there's anywhere between 3 to 4 movies per disc. So every third Wednesday of the month, we will be releasing a review. So
okay.
We will, every third Wednesday of the month, you should be seeing some old movies come your way. So if you're not interested in old movies, then don't watch it. But we'll try to get through some of these. Some of these are actually really good movies, like with Bela Lugosi and Chaney, and then we got quite a few. I've seen some with Vincent Price.
Vincent Price, he always did a lot of good stuff.
So it's
a lot of it's black and white, but doesn't mean it's not good.
It's just going to be making our way through the discs.
Yeah.
So...
And who knows, you might find some good movies to watch.
Yeah. Especially with, like, the old ones where, like, these were original ideas.
Yeah.
So, that's what I like. And then, like, a lot of them, if they got big, they probably were remade later on, and we know about them today. Yeah. But we probably haven't seen the original. So, these are kind of cool. So, next month, we will be doing Disc 2, which is...
What's it?
The Werewolf of Washington. They Saved Hitler's Brain. The Thirsty Dead. And The Amazing Transparent Man. So, next month we will be reviewing those 4 movies. So, we will see you next month. Have fun. Good luck. Watch Double Exposure.